Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Let's go, fellas. We're just gonna jump right on because we got Bitcoin right at the highs. We got good timing here. Bitcoin right at the highs at 8:30. We do have some macro news coming out. We have PCE coming up right now. You know, as we kind of go on, these macro things tend to affect the market less and less and less. So we'll see what happens here. Just keep in mind we are right at resistance as we get some macro news. But let's freaking go, man. We got 31K. The Dino coins are going nuts. Shout out to all my Ethereum Classic haters for the last few days. I just got to give you a little 1-2. Shout out to all my Litecoin haters. And shout out to all my Bitcoin Cash haters. There we go. All right. I got to do it. You guys like to troll me. I got to troll you back a little bit. Anyways, we're getting a little pump. 31,114. Let's get this shit. Let's do this. Let's do this. We got to do this right away, fellas. Here we go. 31,101 for BTC. Let's get BTC rolling now, boys. And let's get a little bit of fun in the markets. It's going to be a good summer, guys. Let's get it. Go! 31,093, boys. You know what time it is. Astronauts, we have landed. Now, we must decide, do we go higher? Do we have enough fuel to reach the moon? Or is it a fake out? Will we have to go back to Earth and refuel? Looks like we're getting rejected. Looks like we're getting rejected. always the best when you put the moon helmet on and get rejected. Alright, anyways. Enough of this. We had to start out the stream with that, but let's get back to reality here. Let's drink the coffee and get back to reality, even though we got a nice little move this morning. So Bitcoin looks like it's getting rejected from 31,050 again. That's the level we got to break, is 31,050, my guys. That level has been a pain in the ass for us for 1, 2, 3, and now 4 times. Looks like it's a pain in the ass again. That's the level we got to break, man. 31,050. Do we got enough juice to do it? I hope we do it this morning. But man, I think it's going to be a good summer this summer. I really feel it. I think the charts are screaming that this summer is going to be a good summer. I think everything's kind of playing out very, very nicely, guys. It's nice when things play out like they should, right? So we got Bitcoin breaking up from the symmetrical triangle. Now, we know about the symmetrical triangles. Don't get all frothy over the mouth of the breakout of the symmetrical triangle. Be careful of the fake out. But we actually did come up, back tested that symmetrical triangle, and now we're actually trying to get that momentum up. So we got that going on. And kind of like we've been talking about, man, we've been waiting for Bitcoin to decide, okay, is it going to do something like it did back in 2020, where we basically had the same exact structure right here, where we had the move up, sideways, move up, sideways. And are we in this part of the market right here, where we're kind of waiting to see if Bitcoin's going to get that next breakout on the monthly close? We got the monthly close today, so just be prepared for some crazy shit. If we got future expirations, all that shit. Are we right here? And are we getting ready for that next push up to the upside? Or are we going to do something like 2015, where we're right here, and we actually, maybe we have a little bit, a little bit of a pullback to do in here, right? Where we get 1 spike up, 2 spikes up, maybe we still pull back to 28K. Like I said, I can't predict time, but things are playing out pretty nicely. I hope we get a nice move up on a beautiful Friday, because what would be better than a Friday pump, man? There's nothing better than a Friday pump. And I honestly, tonight, I feel like having a Mike's Hard, and I would love to have a Mike's Hard on the Friday night stream tonight. I would love to get that Mike's Hard. Maybe even a 4 Loco if we can pass 35K. I don't think we're going to do that today, but that would be sick. So we got that going on. Still waiting for the breakout for Bitcoin. We're kind of sitting right there, man. We're getting awfully close to that breakout. So we got that going on. We've been talking about the altcoin Wyckoff chart. I actually posted a altcoin Wyckoff chart on my other channel. So if you want to go check that out, you'll find that on this channel. If you go to the channel section on my channel page, you'll find my second channel. I basically gave my thoughts on Total 3, right? And I think Total 3 is looking literally like Wyckoff here, right? And I think you're going to start seeing some of these move up in some good ways. Now, we might not go to the moon right away. So if we pull back, don't be coming at me. Just like 2 days ago when it's like Ethereum Classic pulled back. And I'm like, okay, okay. And now you're seeing today it finally play out, right? So we got Total 3 with the 1, 2, 3 hits to the low. And I think we're set up for a nice summer. I will say that. We are set up for a nice summer. We got the ETF narratives. We got the deadline in August. We got the setup. The charts are screaming that we should get a little bit of a move to the upside. We got the setup. Now we just need to see it play out. And you're seeing it from other ones, right? We got Ethereum Classic up 16% today. We got Litecoin up 21% today. We got freaking Bitcoin Cash up another 23% today. We got Link up 7% today. It's a good day, fellas. All right, now we need to see the move from Bitcoin. And if we get that move from Bitcoin, I think you're going to see everything else start to catch up. The question is, does Bitcoin got enough juice today? Or are we going to have to wait a little bit for the Bitcoin move? But I would say things are looking very, very good. We're going to keep an eye on it today. We got the monthly close. We're going to talk a little bit about the monthly close today. But let me say hi to everyone in the chat, man. Let me see how everyone's doing in the chat today. Let me see. Fahid said, "Let's go, Fahid." Fahid, man, my beautiful Fahid, man. He's my favorite FOMOer, man. My favorite FOMOer, bro. Hookset said, "I'm on vacation till the 10th. Alcohol and pumps. Let's go." Dude, I would love to get like a drunk stream tonight. Bitcoin's up at like 32K. I would love to have a nice drunk stream tonight, man. Please give it to me. Please give it to me. I see all the hearts coming in. Shout out to you guys hitting the like button on the stream, man, as we kind of watch Bitcoin. I decided to open it up to everyone today just because we're finally seeing some price action on a time that I stream. We never get price action on this time. Like, ever get a price action on this time. It's crazy, bro. So we're fighting with this resistance right now, guys. Let's go take a look at okay. This is a good sign, guys. This is a good sign. So in traditional markets, we have stock market futures that are continuing up after the PCE news. So I think the market's taken that as bullish. And we actually have the dollar, which looks like it's actually coming down on the PCE news, right? So the dollar's coming down. We have stock market futures coming up. So that is a very, very good sign. It means that the market's taken that well. So that is good. We want the dollar to come down. So that's playing pretty good. So we got the setup today. We got the monthly close. We got DXY down. We got stock market futures up. Everything's set up for the corn. We just need to kind of see the breakout now. Like I said, I can't tell you time. I don't know if it's going to be today. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but it's a good start. I will take the start, man. Let's see. Dollar and gold to zero. Let's go, man. Let's go. Tonight's going to be a good stream. I don't know, man. I can feel it. I feel like tonight's going to be a very, very, very freaking good stream. Very good stream tonight. It's going to be fantastic. What's the other thing I wanted to touch on? The monthly close. We got the monthly close coming up today, guys. And this monthly is looking freaking fantastic. This monthly is looking absolutely fantastic in here. And honestly, we've been talking a lot about the monthly time frame. Let me just get rid of the indicators here. So first off, right, big range for Bitcoin. We are on the verge of breaking back into that 2021 range, right? And I've been sort of saying this. I know this sounds crazy, and I know I get a lot of hate for this because calling for upside right now, you get a lot of hate. It's like the opposite of a bull market. When you're in a bull market and you call for a dump, you get a lot of hate. Now that we're in this time, you call for upside, you get a lot of hate. When we get up here and I'm going to be calling for downside, I'm going to get a lot of hate. It's just how it is, right? So Bitcoin right at these monthly resistance levels, but it actually looks like we're breaking out back into that 2021 range on the monthly. You got to look at the mid-range, right? And we've talked about this level right here at 48K a lot, which is like the middle of this previous 2021 range, right? It's also it's also the 0.618 fib from high to low. You're also coming in right there at the 0.618 Fibonacci. And you're also coming in with the pi cycle top indicator, which probably is going to end up right in that area, which we know in the second part of the cycle that usually ends up being resistance. So we got everything kind of all coming together at there at 48K. I'm not saying we're going to pump to 48K in a month, but we do have a lot of confluence up there at that 48K level. So that's the level I'm looking for at some point this year. Once again, I can't tell you time. I wish that I could. I wish I was Dr. Disrespect and I can like go in my little crystal ball and sort of be like, okay, Dr. Disrespect is here. We're going to hit 48K on September 12th. That's what we're going to do. September 12th, 48K, we're going to the moon. I don't know. But, we can't predict times. That's what we got on that. If we look at some of bullish engulfing on the monthly, obviously, is fantastic. And then we look at some of the indicators. Obviously, we got the monthly MACD, which is going to confirm the crossover for the monthly. And we got monthly stocks continuing up, right? And we can even look at like the 2-week, which you're actually getting a green dot on the 2-week. Whoops, on Market Cipher here. If we take a look, last time we got a green dot on the 2-week on Market Cipher was when we were back down at 16K, right? So we crossed down, we crossed back up, so things are looking good on the high time frames, man. So short term, like I said, I don't know if Bitcoin's going to pull back here, right? But I am looking for higher prices, and I think things are looking good for a really, really good summer for Bitcoin, a really, really good summer for altcoins potentially. To me, they're showing Wyckoff accumulation. I know that it's like the buzzword, but that's what they are. And we've already seen multiple altcoins already kind of break out from them, right? We've seen Chainlink. Wyckoff's playing out to the upside. We're seeing Ethereum Classic. Wyckoff playing out to the upside. We already saw Bitcoin Cash. Wyckoff playing out to the upside. You know, we've seen Litecoin. Litecoin's already up here, right? Litecoin's a little bit different. We've seen, right, FTT, Wyckoff, 1, 2, 3, playing out to the upside. We've already seen so many altcoins do it. I think you're going to see everything else sort of catch up, right? Might not be today, right? Might not be today, but I think over the course of the summer we're going to see that. And I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. September is a believe. Me too, man. Me too. Let's see. September 12th at 10 a.m. Let's go. Right? We're gonna go to 48K. September 12th, 10 a.m. That's always the best. Anyways, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. Litecoin already whacked off. YJT said, who bought FTT at the lows? Not me. Not me. I wish that I did. You know, I wish that I bought FTT at the lows. Unfortunately, you can't catch them all, right? It's not like Pokemon where you can catch every single Pokemon, bro. Like, it's not like, gotta catch them all, Pika. You know, FTT. I want to catch Litecoin too. I can catch Ethereum Classic and we can catch Arbitrum, Pokemon. This ain't Pokemon where you can catch all the damn coins, bro. I mean, you can if you want to buy $1 of each. But, you know, just to sort of calm everyone down, though, don't be buying into green candles, guys. Make sure if you're buying into anything, you're buying on pullbacks and you're buying into support levels, okay? Don't be buying into a green candle. Like, for instance, like Bitcoin Cash. Would I be buying Bitcoin Cash right now? No. But would I be shorting Bitcoin Cash right now? Also no. Right? Like, I don't know, what's another example? Litecoin. Would I be buying Litecoin here at 102? Probably not. Would I be shorting it here? Also probably not. You know what I mean? So it's just be careful. Make sure you're buying stuff that's at support and we're not FOMOing into shit. Because when you FOMO into shit, what happens is, even if we continue up on the high time frames, if we see a short-term pullback where we go down maybe 5-10% from here, which we still could, right? If Bitcoin pulls back in here, which it certainly could, if Bitcoin does something like this, you'll see the altcoins probably drop 5-10% most likely. All right, and that'll scare you if you bought here. So just be careful if you're FOMOing into shit at the highs. But that's always a very dangerous game to play. You know what I mean? Like, that's a very dangerous game to play. Pepe 2.0 went crazy last night. Nice, dude. Pepe 2.0. It's Friday. Clint says he DCA Tesla every Friday. It's probably, I mean, he's probably going to be FOMOing into Tesla today because it looks like, yeah, dude, stocks are ripping up today. Let's go, man. It's going to be a green day across the board, bro. It's going to be a green day. At least that's what it seems like, at least at the moment. I mean, it seems like it's going to be a green day across the board. We got the NASDAQ pushing up. NASDAQ's actually breaking from like this little almost, it's kind of like a head and shoulders in here, right? We got like a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. You're kind of right at that neckline resistance, but it looks like the NASDAQ is going to try to push it up. So we'll see on the NASDAQ. So, but that's good. I mean, mostly we want to see stocks go up for crypto. And you're seeing the NASDAQ come up after the PCE news. So that is good. And we're seeing the dollar come down, which is also good. So, like I said, guys, we got the setup, man. We just need Bitcoin to poke its little head. We could still need to come down first, right? Just don't, like, yes, I'm excited for the summertime, but it doesn't mean it has to happen today. Just know that we've done something like this before where we've actually pumped, came down, pumped again, but then actually came down, took out all the longs, and then made our way up higher, right? We've also done something like that too. Not to sort of kill the hopium, right? Now like I said, we've also done this where we've just blasted through this area. So it's like, pick your poison. Which one's going to happen? I don't freaking know. I don't care really. And that's, it's a waiting game at this point, bro. As we're fighting 31,050 at the current moment, my friends. Nabil said it's now or never. I don't know if it's now or never. I don't know if it's now or never, but I would take it if it's now or never, bro. Let's go. Yo, shout out to all the homies, man. If you caught some of the moves that we've been talking about the last about week or so, man, we've been talking a lot about the ones that have been going off. So shout out to homies if you caught, Litecoin, if you caught Bitcoin Cash, if you caught Ethereum Classic, if you caught Chainlink. I mean everything's up today, but the big gainers are the Dino coins, man. Even EOS is up 12% today. Like, what the frick? Shout out to you if you caught Pepe from the white box. Pepe's up 10% today. Let's freaking go. XLM's up 10% today. ADA's up 8%. ADA's an interesting one, right? Because I was looking at the ADA pair, right? The Cardano Bitcoin pair. Let's go take a look at that. And there's an interesting thing going on here where I've been really digging deep into the altcoin pairs to see which ones I really like the best. There's an interesting point here for Cardano, right? And it's got to make you stop and think, at least, right? Maybe you don't want to FOMO into Cardano, but it's got to make you at least stop and think. If you look at where Cardano's gotten bounces historically, right? Cardano, and you can even use this for the whole market if you want to, right? But Cardano, basically 2017, right? Here, we got to move up. We came back down. 2019, we kind of grinded on the support right here. And then basically Cardano got a big move against Bitcoin right here, all right? And then you came down right here in January 2021, got a bounce, got a nice move up against Bitcoin right there again, right? And if you notice where Cardano is here, we've actually made our way back down to the support level. Now, this could still go lower, right? So obviously, I wouldn't be marrying an altcoin like completely at the moment, but you are at a point where you're kind of seeing like that first low, that capitulation low with the whole SEC shit, and then you're getting that second low coming in. So I mean, Cardano's at an interesting point where it has had some moves up against Bitcoin in the past. And you've already seen it from some altcoins, and that's what gets me optimistic. Is we looked at Ethereum Classic, it's killing Bitcoin today. We've talked about Litecoin throughout this year. We've talked about Bitcoin Cash recently. It's at an interesting point, man. And it's something to keep an eye on. I still think Bitcoin overall is the more safer and better play, just because it's less risky than the altcoins. But it's got to make you at least stop and think, right, as you sort of get close to this. I know a lot of people are looking for like these to come down to here. I don't know, man. You would have to dump significantly more to get this down here. So we'll see. We'll see, obviously. But some interesting things to think about, right? So keep an eye on that. Should I FOMO into compound? Don't FOMO into altcoins, man. Buy altcoins at support, guys. I'm telling you right now. I know there's a lot of FOMO today. I know there's a lot of FOMO today, guys. Please don't FOMO into the top gainers, man. Even if they continue up, the worst thing that can happen is FOMO into the top gainers and they pull back 20% and then you're just pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, at least look for the coins that haven't pumped yet, right? At least look for the ones that are kind of at the lows, chilling, not really doing too much. I guess we can look at some of those. I mean, what are ones that haven't really pumped yet? Let's see. Come on, BTC. We need a little move up this morning, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Come on, BTC. I'm already sweating this morning, man. I'm ready to go. The testosterone is pumping this morning, my friends. Let's keep that like button getting pumped up. I don't know how many peeps we got in here. I don't even look anymore. But let's get that like button up. Let's try to get at least to the likes to half the viewers. Can we do that? Likes to half the viewers? I think we can do it, personally, right? I think we can do it. Especially during the optimistic times. You know what I'm saying? By the way, we had Squirt who said, "What's up, Jordan? Didn't get that wick to 20K, but did get my 25K pullback filled. Hope you pack some more in that bag." Absolutely, man. 25K, I was a buyer of BTC. And then I wanted to see strength from the altcoins. And then boom, right? We saw some strength for the altcoins, and it's starting to all come together, man. Which is cool. By the way, shout out to Clint. I got this goes out to my homie Clint. It's about time that I show this meme to everyone, and it's my favorite meme. Now, it took me 5 minutes to make, but this goes out to Clint, who basically, Dad, why don't we have any ETC Link or Bitcoin Cash? I listen to Clint. And then the son says, put me up for adoption. Shout out to my guy Clint, who told me I was a dumbass for buying Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, and Chainlink. This goes out to you, my friend Clinty. I love you, man. You know I love you, man. But, you know, when you troll me,
Rant alert.
I gotta come back. I gotta give it back to you. Shout out to you, brother. That goes out to my guy Clinty, though. Press the like button, peeps. Let's go. Yeah, I'll keep it up for a little bit more. Mike said Jordan sounds like he has some past experience in FOMO. Bro, I've gotten wrecked on FOMOing before. So that's why, like, even if I think something's going to continue up, I don't want to FOMO into something. Unless I only want to FOMO into something if I'm feeling, like, really confident in it. Like, if I'm feeling really confident, I might FOMO. But that's very rare. Like, that's probably once a year where I'm like, I think this thing's going up, so even if it's green, I'm buying it. You know, like, everything else I try to buy on pullbacks at least. At least short-term pullbacks, bro. You know what I mean? Play the pump song. I want to see Bitcoin break out, man. Listen, we had a little fun this morning, but Bitcoin's still technically at resistance. So just obviously be a little bit careful here. I know altcoins are getting freaking flown up right now. Everything's flying now. This is awesome. Everything's flying now, baby. Let's go. We got, man. We got Maddox up 7%. We got Uniswaps up 7%. Man, we're starting to see everything fly now, which is awesome, man. It's awesome. We even got Doge up 5. AVAX is up 5. Chainlink's up 7. Man, we got some optimisms up 9%. Solana's up 8%. Nice, dude. We're getting everything coming up now, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That sounds a little bit like the Wyckoff to me, baby. Let's go. Just keep in mind, like, I know we're getting kind of excited, but there's always a chance that this comes and, like, pulls back to the low again. Like, if you look at the Wyckoff, typically we kind of, like, go up, come down, go up, come down, until we finally get that big breakout. So we can kind of chop in here. So if for instance, if Bitcoin can't break out today and we pull back, you'll probably see some of the altcoins pull back. I wouldn't get too flustered over that. The only way I'm going to get super flustered with them if they start breaking this January low again. So if, like, total 3 minus stablecoins starts coming down and starts breaking back below this low, that's where I'm like, all right, this is looking kind of shady now. But, you know, anything above here where you're just kind of making a higher low is cool, like this. So just keep that in mind. Like, if we start having a few red days, it's not the end of the world. Basically, you just want to make higher lows now, right? You don't want to make any lower lows. You start making lower lows, it's
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
then you got to start getting a little worried, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I think right now we're sitting pretty good. Hoj said I canceled most of my sell orders. He canceled most of his sell orders, bro. He's getting euphoric. Oh man, he's getting euphoric over there. You cancel most of his sell orders, man. That's funny, man. That's awesome, dude. Freaking BNB doesn't want to pump much. The thing about BNB, let me actually go look at BNB. Let me look at BNB BTC. Right? I think this is one of the better charts to look at here. I think the problem you have with BNB is it's just like a lot of the countries are just moving away from Binance, right? And you know, this is not me trying to spread FUD on Binance. This is just me trying to be a realist, right? I think the problem you're going to have with BNB is, one, it's just getting completely rinsed from the U.S. And we know the U.S. is the biggest market, right? So it's getting completely rinsed from the U.S. You have other countries that are trying to kind of get it out of their country, right? And basically, it's the biggest exchange. So and I think the problem we're going to have with some of these centralized exchanges is if some of these ETFs get approved, a lot of people are probably going to stop using these, right? And start using a lot of the, you know, they're going to start going the ETF route. They're going to start using that new Fidelity exchange. They're going to start doing that. I think that's the problem we have with some of these centralized exchanges. But that's what we're all about. We're supposed to be moving away from the centralized exchanges, right? We're supposed to be using decentralized things. That's the whole point of crypto, right? So I think that's one of the problems. But Binance is going to have in here, right? Now, it is at support, right? If you look, it is at this, well, it gets getting close, but like this is like support in here, right there on BNB BTC. So the question is it going to bounce from this, or are we going to see lower? You know, but like a lot of the other altcoins are at a support level, at least for a short-term bounce against BTC, right? I'm just keeping an eye on BTC here. So, I mean, do you see a bounce here? Does this go lower? I don't know. But I think that's like the fundamental problem with Binance now, right? Just to be a realist. I hope it bounces, man. I actually really like CZ. I think CZ is great for this space. So I hope Binance continues to do well. I think it's better for the space if Binance continues to do well, just because CZ just comes off as a good guy, right? I don't know. At least he does to me. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, it is at support. So I mean, at least approaching a local support. Just the question is, will it bounce? You know what I mean? Let's see. Bellado said Jordan is hot today. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I mean, that's nice of you. It's kind of random, but I'll take a nice little compliment, bro. You know? Shout out to all my fellas in here. We're drinking coffee today. I'm on coffee number 3. I don't know about you guys. I'm on coffee number 3. Coffee number 4, I mean, to be determined. I don't know if I need coffee number 4. I'm already kind of wired today. And honestly, if I'm going to have a Mike's Hard Lemonade later, or a couple Mike's Hard Lemonades later, or maybe a Four Loko, depending on Bitcoin pumps today, then I probably don't want to be drinking too much coffee, because then I'm just going to be wired up the ass. And I don't need any of that later on tonight. You know what I mean? Like, we need none of that later tonight. Let me just check the traditional market, see what's going on. Okay, the dollar's continuing down. That's a good sign. Dollar's continuing down, and I'm hoping the stocks are continuing up. Yeah, Nasdaq's continuing up. So we got kind of, like I said, man, the setup is there. We just need Bitcoin to sort of break through 31K. It's been a fight, but I think we're gonna do it, man. We got the monthly close coming up today. If you guys are unaware, today is the monthly close. Usually we get some shenanigans on this day, so if we do see like a wick back to the downside, I would not be surprised. So just be prepared for that. As a lot of these times, like the monthly close causes some crazy volatility. So if we do see like something like this today, where we go like whack whack, I would not be surprised. So just be prepared for that. But the monthly close is looking phenomenal, man. I think it's hard to be bearish on the high time frames. So that's why I keep saying, like, the short term, I have no clue what's going to happen. It's just chop. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm not going to act like I know what's going to happen in the short term, but I think the high time frames look absolutely phenomenal. And we're about to get that first monthly close back in that 2021 range. And that's where it gets exciting. That's where it gets exciting, because now you're back in the old range and you're just looking phenomenal, man. You know, so it's hard to be bearish on the monthly, man. It's hard to be bearish on the monthly. Oh, we actually have the 6 month close today too. We have the quarterly close, which, look at that quarterly candle, man. That thing is sexy. Look at that quarterly candle. That thing is sexy, man. Wick on the bottom, just follow through. Oh man, that thing is sexy. Holy guacamole, that's a sexy ass candle. And then we got the 6 month. Oh my lord, the bullish engulfing 6 month. Oh my lord. Now, we did have a bullish engulfing 6 month here back in 2019. We actually saw a pullback the next 6 months, right? So it's not like the end of the world. Oh my god, bullish engulfing, we're bullish. We did see bullish engulfing here with a pullback the next month. And we had a bullish engulfing here where we actually continued up. I think that's the only bullish engulfing ones we've had, yeah. So we've had one bullish engulfing where we pulled back, and we've had one bullish engulfing where we continued up. So place your bets. Place your damn bets. You know what I mean? LTC's still pumping. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, man. It's Dino season. You know what I mean? Like, it's Dino season. 21% on Litecoin, bro. Woo! Man! Oh my lord!
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
We gotta have a pump song for the Dino coins. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But now everything's coming up, so it's Party City, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Shout out to everyone in the chat today, guys. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone who's coming and hanging out. And shout out to all my homies in the chat, man. I think we're setting up for a really nice summertime, man. A nice summertime. Excited for it. Yo, later, Wayne. Have a nice one, man. I'll see you later, bro. But yeah, we got Litecoin up 21% today, dude. 21% on Litecoin, man. Are we finally going to break this resistance? Like, Litecoin has hit its head once, twice, 3 times on this resistance. I think the third time's the charm. 3 is always a good number. I'm keeping an eye on the corn here. Corn's still getting some resistance at 31K, so just keep an eye on that. We're not out of the woods just yet on the corn. And if the corn pulls back, you'll see the altcoins pull back too. But we got Litecoin right at resistance. Bitcoin Cash just keeps rolling, man. Ethereum Classic just keeps rolling. But everything else is coming up too now. We got like, we're on the weekly. We need to go to the freaking daily, man. We got AVAX starting to come back up. AVAX is looking pretty good in here. Everything's coming up, man. I could look at every altcoin. The problem that now is like there's like 20,000 altcoins, so we can't look at them all. You know, like it ain't Pokemon in this bitch. It ain't Pokemon in this bitch, guys. Man, let's just hang out and watch BTC. Let's just go to the 15-minute, hang out, watch BTC. We are getting a slight pullback at 31K, my friends. But we're gonna keep an eye on it here and just watch the 31K level as we got the monthly close in here, man. BCH 26%. Yeah, man, it's having a good day. It's a good day today. Even VeChain. Yeah, VeChain's having a nice day today too. Clem said, just sold my Litecoin. It'll break out. Probably, man. I mean, the Litecoin halving is coming up in what? We got the Litecoin halving in like 6 weeks. So, you know, a lot of times you see the sell-off before the halving. At least we did in 2019. So, I don't know. I think Litecoin maybe has a few more weeks in it. Before probably I'm going to end up selling my Litecoin. Right? I think my target for Litecoin at the low was, I think my target for Litecoin was back up basically at this 2019 high. Right? This was my target for Litecoin right there. Was basically like 145, which I don't think is terribly unrealistic. Yes, it seems kind of far away. I mean, talking about a 45% move, I don't think that's terribly unrealistic if you can see the Bitcoin breakout. If you see the Bitcoin breakout, that would be awesome. I think you'd easily see that. Just a matter of, are we going to see Bitcoin break out in time for Litecoin to get that high? That's the question, you know? You might not. We might not. Why are these coins called Dino? It's a joke, right? It's because these ones have been around since like some of these have been around since like 2014, 2015. That's why they're called the Dino coins. It's because everyone writes them off because they're so freaking old. Like Bitcoin Cash, old as shit. Litecoin, old as shit. Ethereum Classic, old as shit. EOS, old as shit. Like, all these are just old. XLM, old as shit. They're just old, man. Like, they're just super old and wrinkly. You know what I mean? Anything pre-2017 Dino coins. Yeah. The pre-2017 Dino coins. Chris said, dump it, told you, fake out back to 29K. Could be, man. Could be, right? Definitely could be. I mean, we have two options. For me, we have two options. We have a breakout now, a breakout right now, right, today, or maybe not today, but this weekend, or we have option number 2, which is, for me, like, this is a kind of like a little short-term fake out, and then we'll see kind of another pullback in here before, like, kind of like a little short-term pullback before we get the breakout. Those are kind of the two options I'm looking at. Which one happens? I don't really know. I mean, it's hard to know, right? It's hard to know. But at the same time, I would be opposed to either. I mean, either one's fine to me. I just think I think we're going higher eventually, but it's what happens here in the short term. I don't freaking know. I'm not going to act like I freaking know. You know, I think because really, I mean, Bitcoin's just chopping, right? So it's a hard market to kind of, you know, you're better off playing the range. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a choppy ass market, so it's hard to sort of say, you know, when we're going to break up or when we're going to break down. Who the frick knows? You know, who the knows on the freaking hourly chart? Just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So if I had to guess, I mean, if we don't break out today, you know, we're probably going to end up back down at the bottom of the range again. And then we'll do it again at some point, you know? Who knows, though? Dino equals dinosaur. Yeah, the Dino equals damn dinosaur. XRP, ADA, ETH are unregistered securities. Litecoin is not. Facts. Facts, man. And I think that also goes into it too. I think a lot of people are wondering why the Dino coins are pumping. And everyone's like, it doesn't make any sense. They have no utility. There's no reason for them to pump. And I've been saying all along, there's reason that these are pumping. There's multiple reasons. One, so Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, these are ones that are on everything, right? What are the coins that you always see everywhere? Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Doesn't matter what you go on. Those four coins are everywhere, okay? And number two, I also think it's because we know those aren't securities, right? So we basically know Litecoin's not a security. Litecoin's not a security. We know Bitcoin Cash is not a security. Speculation, Ethereum Classic is not a security if ETH is not a security, right? So I think that's another reason why you're seeing these come up, right? There's multiple kind of reasons. And there's that new Fidelity and Vanguard exchange, right? That just was launched last week that have basically, they only have four coins available. They have Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. So I think that also has something to do with it. But I think there are fundamental reasons why these are pumping. And I keep seeing on Twitter, why are these pumping? It doesn't make any sense. I think it makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? I just think that there's a lot of blindness to it. But I think it makes perfect sense why those are going up at the end of the day, right? And those could just be the first movers. I think everything else is going to come up too. And you're seeing it. I mean, you're starting to see it today. You're starting to see everything else come up, which is fantastic, man. I want everything to come up. I want every single thing to come up. But let's do this. Let's see. Victor said 30,900. Let's get it. 30,900, bro. It's 9:10, guys. 9:10. I'm probably going to end up calling it a stream at some point here soon, because I'm going to be back on tonight anyway. So I was hoping I would catch the breakout or the absolute rejection, but it looks like we might sit here until the New York Open here, which is cool. We'll be back tonight with some more fun action. Hopefully we get a little pump. Hopefully the pump happens today. That would be fantastic. I would love to be hopping on. Bitcoin's at 32K or some shit. That would be fantastic. Might not though. Excuse me. Let's see. Stay for market open. What is it? 9/11? 9. Of course it's 9/11. Like, let's see. Stay for market open. I mean, I can stay on for another 20 minutes. I'll stay on until market open, but probably not too much longer after that. Just because I'll be back on at 7 anyways. So we'll stay on for the market open. Markets, we still got the NASDAQ coming up and we still got the dollar coming down. So basically what we want to see is happening. We have gold that's also coming up. So gold's coming up, which is good. NASDAQ's coming up, which is good. Dollar coming down, which is good. So everything is looking good outside of the crypto market at the moment. And Bitcoin is just really fighting that 31K resistance, my friends. As we got altcoins just getting sent to the upside today. It's fantastic. I love to see the green, man. Love to see the green. It's always a better day when the market's green. You know what I'm saying? It's always a better day. But really, I mean, really what we're waiting for right now for everything is, can we get through 31K? And if Bitcoin can get through 31K, I think that's when the real fun is about to start, my friends. That's when the real fun's about to start. If Bitcoin can crack this and hold above these previous resistance points, that's when the fun is really going to start. And that's when I think you're really going to see total 3, which is basically the altcoin market minus Ethereum and Bitcoin, really start to perform better than it has. I think it's due for a little bit of a ride back up, even if it's just something like this or this, right? I think we're due for that sort of retracement, at least back up to like maybe the top of the range in here. And that's where it could get pretty fun for the summertime. It's just a matter of command, man. We're fighting this. We're chipping away at all those people taking profits in here. We're chipping away at all those shorts that are open in here. We just got to keep chipping away. Chip, 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 chip. Every time we come up to test this, we're just chipping away. Chip, 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 chip. And we need to chip a little bit more. We need a little bit to be a little bit chippy. Let's see. What would be a realistic target pre-halving for Litecoin? My Litecoin, like I said, my Litecoin target is 145. 145, which is basically the 2019 high. So like this was the 2019 pump. And I'm just basically looking at like from the low back up to that 2019 level, which is about 145. So basically, like right now is actually not a bad take profit area. So if you got in down here, this is actually a pretty good take profit area for Litecoin. But if you're looking to hold further, it's about another 43% up to 146 is what I'm looking at for for Litecoin this summer. That's obviously dependent on if Bitcoin could break 31K. If Bitcoin doesn't break 31K, you're probably not going to see Litecoin get to 145. I think it eventually does. I just don't know the timing for Bitcoin. I don't know if it's going to break out today or if it's going to break out, I don't know, 2 weeks from now, right? And I think the timing is important for Litecoin right now because it's got the halving in a month. And the closer you get to that, probably the more people start to sell it off. And you're going to have some sell pressure. So, let's see. All right, 15 minutes. It's not the daily close, but it's the market open, baby.
The daily close!
15 minutes until we get the market open, my friends. Hey, I have 34 ETH. Should I trade for Bitcoin? You got to do whatever you want to do, man. Like, I can't tell you what to do. I own Bitcoin and ETH, so like I don't know. It depends on your personal preference. You know, and like they've really moved the same this year, right? I think Bitcoin's maybe outperformed Ethereum slightly better, but they basically perform the same. So it's basically personal preference, right? Like ETH from the lows, we're up 80%, and Bitcoin from the lows, I think we're up like 103%. You know, let me see if I got it right. We're up 98%. So, you know, short term, you'll probably be better in the corn. It's just like, how long are you looking to hold it for, you know? But it's a good question. It's a good question. Let's see. I have 22 million BTC. Should I buy Pepe? It's 22 million BTC. Should I buy Pepe? Oh Lord, it's a good one, man. Well, we got 15 minutes. Oh Lord, guys. Lord, guys. I'm hoping we get this moved, bro. We've kind of talked about everything already, so like at this point I'm just kind of talking to the chat, man. Let's see. I own EGL. Of course, Frank Fractal owns EGLD, man. EGLD. We got that EGLD. All right. So I guess what we can look at in the meantime is, let's look at some other ones, right? So like Doge, for example, right? I think actually an interesting chart that I see right now is Shib. Let me go look at Shib, right? And once again, this is not about the project. This is about the chart. But I'm looking at Shib right now, okay? And I think we talked a little bit about this yesterday, okay? Where Shib to me, you know, I know you guys are sick of the Wyckoff, but I think at this point you got to kind of respect the Wyckoff a little bit, right? Shib to me has that same structure in here, right? And this is one that hasn't really gotten that breakout. Now, I'm completely ignoring the project. I'm a big believer in the charts, right? So you might hate the project, but you respect the charts, right? For me, I think Shib's got an interesting case in here, as it's got the 1, 2, right? Deviation of the low, and now you're trying to poke your head back into the range. What I'm waiting for Shib is actually a breakout and a retest. If I can get that, I actually probably will end up scooping up some Shib, just because I think it's kind of lagging behind the market. And a lot of times these ones that lag behind the market, I'm looking for a move, right? So Shib has that same structure. And we talked about this, that it had the same structure back here in 2021 on the daily time frame. If we come back over here, Shib had the same thing going on over here, right? Right there, where it had, you came down, you made a low, came up, made a second low, boom, kind of swung, failed that low, and then eventually it saw that big pump, right? I'm not going to say it's going to do the same thing it did last time just because it's higher market cap. It doesn't really make sense. But I think as far as looking for one that's kind of chilling at the lows and not doing anything, I think Shib, if it can get back above this December low, which you're getting pretty close at this point, I think Shib is one that is probably going to catch up to the market a little bit. So I'd keep an eye on Shib. I know everyone, you know, the common theme is, oh, it hasn't pumped yet, so it looks like shit. Well, I think that we have to learn the last few days that that's not really the case, right? So Shib is definitely one I'm keeping an eye on in here, right? Not that I love the project, but I like the chart, right? You got to separate it. It's a dog coin, but the chart actually looks pretty nice. Big capitulation. This got a lot of retail investors out of this thing. I think all the people that sold out on Shib down here are about to get really salty. Really salty. All the people that sort of sold Shib on this wick are about to get real freaking salty. It's about to get some salt and pepper up in this bitch. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at, just to give you guys a heads up on the next one I'm looking at, right? And hopefully it's like the other ones recently where it's like, that's not going to happen. And there you go. That's the next one. Fahid said Tesla chart. Let's look at Tesla. And then Chris read, Jordan, take a look at Algo and Zill. We can do that. Algo is one that's been completely freaking just sold off, bro. All right, let's look at Tesla. Tesla my Asla. Okay, we looked at this yesterday. So we filled this gap. Tesla, I want to buy some at 235. Because we haven't really filled this gap right here. So what I'm kind of watching for Tesla is I'm hoping actually it gets a little bit of a pullback into this 235 level. Maybe even comes a little bit lower, tags this support, and then we get a move up. Something like that. Because we have this downtrend of resistance that we broke out of from. We haven't really filled this gap or back tested it. So I would like to buy some Tesla right in this bitch. Like right in this zone would be very preferable for me. We might not get there. If we don't, that's cool. But that's kind of how I'm looking at Tesla at the moment. I think it makes sense, though you got the NASDAQ moving up today, right? So I don't know if we're going to get Tesla to come back down here. I think it has some news today or something, right? Something's happening today with Tesla. But I don't know. I might not get that. You know, I might not get that at the end of the day. But that's the way I think makes the most logical sense. Though logic is not always logic is not always the things that happen, especially this year. Like logic sometimes gets thrown out the window. But that's the way I'm looking at Tesla though. Is like this. Tesla my Esla. Flipping flapjacks. So yeah, that's Tesla. What was it? Algo was the other one? Algorand? This one's just gotten completely sold off. It's not my favorite chart just because it doesn't have the same structure as the other ones, right? It's just kind of down only. But what I'll say about Algo is this one just been absolutely crushed. I mean, you're back at the March of 2020 lows, right? So, and I've always said this, man, like you can be bearish on stuff, but if you're back at like 20 like major support levels or major macro lows, if you're gonna take a chance, I mean that's there to do it. If you took a chance back down there, I mean you're already up, you're up 35% on that, right? So I mean you are absolutely sold off on this one, you know. So if the rest of the market's gonna catch a bid, you're probably gonna see Algo do pretty well, just because this one's just been crushed since about, you know, obviously. I mean, since about February, this one's been crushed, right? I mean, you're talking 68 or 69% since February. I mean, in 4 months, 69%. You know, a retrace back to the mean makes some sense, right? But that's one that's an interesting level for sure. Doesn't have the structure I look for just because it's not like a range. I like to see a range, but you don't have a range. That's cool. This might be one that's just been sold off so much it gets a bounce. And then what was the other one? Zilliqa. All right. This one's interesting. This one's kind of different too. This is a different structure than the other altcoins too. Shit. These are some interesting ones. Seems like this level, like good reaction from this level here. Right? One, multiple bounces, multiple bounces, multiple bounces. Seems to be a key area right there. So that's again another one that doesn't really have what I like to look for, but you know, kind of like we've been saying, like if Bitcoin's going to continue up and the other altcoins are going to continue up, I got to think this is a nice sort of double low, right at this key support level where we've seen bounces before, right? So I think Zill's at an interesting level too. Now, Zill BTC. Let's look at this. Okay, see, like this is where you want to find confluence, right? You want to see a good support level on the USD pair, and then you want to see good support level on the Bitcoin pair. So what do we got on this? Well, look where Zill is on the Bitcoin pair, right? Look at that. You're right back at those March of 2020 lows and August 2019 lows. So you have basically the USD pair that's at support, and you got the Bitcoin pair that's at support. So you got confluence there, and that's exactly what I looked for in Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin. They all had confluence. So that one looks really, really good. I actually think Zill looks pretty fantastic there. Back at the 2020 lows for both. Like, you can't really beat that, man. You know, so if you see a Bitcoin pair bounce this summer, and you see a Zilliqa USD bounce, that all kind of goes together, right? So actually, that is a fantastic one. All right, come on, BTC. And I think that just speaks to Total 3 itself, right? So the whole altcoin market being at that third low in the Wyckoff. It all kind of comes together, man. It all kind of comes together. We just need to see it play out now, man. But I think there's there's some sense for some real optimism in this market this summer, man. There is. There really, really is. Like this swing fail right here was huge, and then the strength that's coming in now is huge. You know, it's fantastic, man. Now we need to see Bitcoin break above this 31K resistance, and I really think it's gonna be a fun summer. It's gonna be a fun summer, man. I can feel it. I can feel it on my jimborees. It's gonna be a fun summer. Just make sure you're not FOMOing to things that are up 10% on the day. Get into the ones that haven't pumped yet, or get into ones on pullbacks to supports. Don't be FOMOing into 10 plus. Don't be FOMOing into 10%, 15%, 20% candles, man. Like that's where you get wrecked. So just make sure you're being smart about it. Even if you're bullish, don't be FOMOing, bro. You know, don't be. Oh, market open. We got the market open in here. Let's see the market open. Let's play this again. Why not?
The daily close.
Let's go. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. All right. So we got the market open in 3 minutes. We got the dollar coming down still, which is good. We got the Nasdaq coming up, which is good. We got dollar, which is the gold, which is also coming up, which is fantastic. We got everything in sort of the outside crypto just looking absolutely fantastic today. That's the formula, right? Dollar down, NASDAQ up. That's the formula for Bitcoin to also move up. So we got everything. We got everything together. Everything's in here. Everything's aligned. It's just like we just need to see it happen now. You know, like we just need to see this shit happen, bro. You know what I mean? 500% on ETC. Nice, dude. You could probably get a nice ETC trade. Nice, dude. Proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you, man. Let's see. Where is the recession? The macro heads are not very happy this year. Oh, man. The recession. No, the recession that's supposed to come this year, though GDP literally came in at 2% higher than expected. And then unemployment came in way lower than expected. Literally. Like everyone's like, recession's coming. And here it is. We got GDP that came in way higher than expected and unemployment that came way lower than expected. Though the economy's bad. You can't make this shit up, man. But
rant alert.
What I always like to say, man, when everyone's calling for the same thing, right? So what was the thing early this year? Early this year was 2023 is going to be the worst year ever. Sell all your assets, right? It's going to be horrible. There's a recession coming, right? Inflation's going to double peak and it's going to go up. That was the whole thing at early this year. And when everyone's saying the same damn thing, you get out. Now, as we're coming up, right? I have a feeling what's going to happen is, and this is just my take, right? I have a feeling what's going to happen here is Bitcoin's going to continue up, okay? The bears are finally going to capitulate, aka they're going to be closing whatever shorts they have and they're going to be opening longs, right? And as we approach the levels, you're going to see everyone flip bullish. Everyone and their mother is going to flip bullish up here, okay? And we're going to have to do the opposite. And people are going to be pissed off because then everyone's going to be bullish, right? And that's when we have to be cautious, and that's when we have to make sure we're taking profits off of things and make sure that we are not getting too euphoric when everyone's getting euphoric, right? We got to flip the mindset. So I think that's very important, is learning from last time as, okay, this is the time you want to be bullish. As we move up and we get closer and closer to some of these targets, that's when we got to be cautious. That's when we don't want to get too bullish. That's when we want to be, either laddering out of the market or just making sure we're looking for like bearish divergences, stuff like that as the prices move up. But I don't think that time is yet. I think you still got too much pessimism in the market and too much disbelief. I don't think we're even close to that point yet. But I do think we're going to get there. Everyone's going to be bullish. And then I told you guys are probably going to hate me when prices get up here because I'm probably not going to be the most optimistic person in the short term. And everyone will hate me. So that's about where we're at. They don't want low unemployment. Yeah, I guess they don't want low unemployment, man. The world always works in opposites. Very, very true. Very, very true. You know it's the top when Dino coins start pumping? To be fair, Litecoin has been pumping all year. Like Litecoin's been one of the ones that has held up fantastic this year. Now the other things that is true. I can't argue with that one, man. Anyways, let's watch BTC. We got BTC at 31,084. We got the market open popping up in here. We got Nasdaq opening green. We got S&P opening green. Dow Jones opening green. We got the dollar coming down. We got gold coming up. Everything we need to see is in place for today. It's just a matter of, will the buyers come in today, or will we have to wait till next week, or possibly later for the breakout, right? That is the case. We are right at resistance. I wouldn't be opening longs here. I wouldn't be opening a long at resistance, but there's reasons to be optimistic. So let's get this shit. I can't head out now. Why did I stay on to the market open? Now I'm stuck here. Now I'm going to be stuck here because Bitcoin's close to a breakout, man. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, man. Let's see. Franco said dinosaurs aren't pumping because of the top. It's because of Gary. Thank you, Franco. Someone has common sense. Thank you. This is why I love Franco, man. Franco is one of the smartest guys I know. The Dino coins aren't pumping for no reason. They have a reason why they're pumping, man. People keep saying, why is Bitcoin cash pumping? It makes no sense. It makes perfect sense. It's not a security. You know what I mean? Like, it makes perfect sense. Thank you, Franco. Oh, Lord. Anyways, come on. Let's get this shit rolling, man. Let's get this shit rolling. Come on, BTC. I want to see this tonight. I want to come on stream tonight with my freaking Four Loco, with my and just be ready to rock and roll tonight on a breakout, man. That's what I want. I don't want to wait till next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wait till next week. Let's do this today. Let's do this today. Let's get this shit over with. Let's not do it on the weekend so we create a CME gap. Let's get this shit rolling today, boy. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. Let's see. Jordan, what is so important, or where do you have to be that you have to leave us at the daily close? I don't really have anything. Let's see. Can't pump all day if you don't start in the morning. True. That is very, very true, man. That is very, very true. Get the sushi out. Yeah, we're gonna have the sushi tonight, man. Sushi's coming tonight. I feel like tonight's gonna be a nice stream. It's gonna be a wild stream tonight. I feel like. How awesome would it be if Bitcoin's at like 32K? You got every altcoin up 15+%. That would be fantastic. That would be awesome for all the homies, you know? All the homies would be up in here, having a good time. As we, party in the recession, you know? The imminent recession that is coming is looking very imminent at this point. Even though GDP went up quarter over quarter, it's imminent. It is imminent, man. It's imminent, and we got to be prepared for it. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it here because I know how this works. We know how this works for Jordan. Okay, I am basically stopping the pump right now. We know how this works. I'm stopping the pump. Bitcoin will not pump with me live. So I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I'm gonna end the stream right now. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream right now. And that is when Bitcoin will break out. So I'm going to do us all a service. I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy your Friday, guys. Okay? We'll see where Bitcoin ends up at sort of the end of the day here. If we get a pullback, it's the monthly close. I wouldn't be surprised. Once again, just a quick reminder, we got two options we could play out, in my opinion, in here. Either we break out today. Either we break out to the upside today, which would be like this fractal from 2020, or we do like we did in 2015, which is basically double top here, pull back, right? And then make our way back up later on, right? I don't know what's going to happen in the short term. Let's let it play out. Who the frick knows? It's the monthly close. Expect shenanigans. Expect wild price action. I'm going to get out of here, fellas. See you guys tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do what you gotta do. Oh, look, we're already getting a pullback. We're already getting a pullback. Taking out the longs, baby. Taking out the longs. All right. Anyways, guys, we'll see where we're at tonight. Peace out. Don't get stopped out today. It's the monthly close. Expect shenanigans today, man. Expect shenanigans. Peace. Oh, don't do anything I'm gonna do. Don't panic say crypto. Most of all, don't panic say crypto. And don't be selling your coins to freaking BlackRock, right? Or Vanguard, or Fidelity, or Chupacabra, right? Peace. Get a nice little dump.